Hey guys, I'm back today for another This Week in Wrestling video. So, I believe this is episode 4, so we're just gonna get right into it. Hey, first off, this has kind of been a slow news week in wrestling. Not that many big things. Some big things, but not as much as other weeks this year. So here we go. First off, we're gonna start off with Monday Night Raw. It's a decent Raw episode. Some of the best talking points from Raw was the Kevin Owens segment, probably the best he's done in a while. Now it looks like WWE's kind of going to be pushing him away from the comedic character he's had since pretty much the brand split. He and Jericho pretty much been comedic characters. Not since they're going to be pushing him like he was when he first got called up, a man who doesn't care, just going to fight. Pretty much doing it so he can job out to Goldberg at Fastlane, I believe, next Sunday. I will have my predictions for Fastlane up next week, this coming week, and then the review of the following week, so look for that. So yeah, that's pretty much the big talking points from Raw, not that much. Oh yeah, Braun Strowman and Big Show had a really good match, pretty much better than anyone expected. I guess Big Show getting himself into shape means he can do more, and Braun Strowman went over. Reigns tried to attack him afterwards, and Reigns got put down for the second straight week, which is interesting. Okay, next up we have another one is a rumored signing and pretty much been confirmed by the female herself. Kelly is pretty much confirmed she will be at WrestleMania this year and going forward post WrestleMania, it looks like. The thing was, I believe it said she signed at least a 3-year deal, and then I believe it was yesterday she pretty much confirmed she's going to be at WrestleMania 33 and beyond. I don't know if it's going to be for the 3 years or just for a year, or just for another short run. Not pretty much excited for Kelly returning. She's pretty much was one of the issues with the women's division in the past. She was the hot body, really can't wrestle. The only difference between Kelly, she at least has some athleticism, so she can do some top rope stuff. Probably the only thing that benefits her to work with these female wrestlers today, because they all can wrestle. Pretty much the only one who's probably the worst wrestler on WWE's roster is Dana Brooke, and I don't think they're gonna put her on Raw. I believe she may be going to Smackdown, possibly, because really Smackdown's been getting all the new female faces like Tamina, Mickie James, while Raw's been getting all the male faces with Samoa Joe and a couple other rumors, which I'll get to in just a moment. So yeah, pretty not that much hype. I did like Kelly because she was actually one of the, for the time, those few years ago, one of the marketable females they had in the division with Beth Phoenix and Eve Torres, before AJ and Caitlyn started coming up, along with Paige and stuff, changing the way the women's division was. And so next up we have is the fourth Hall of Fame inductee, and that is Diamond Dallas Page. He is in, as I made a video a while ago confirming. This was confirmed, I believe, at the beginning of the year, like around the beginning of the year, but WWE made it official Monday. DDP is now in the Hall of Fame, going alongside this year so far. Interesting class this year. Probably one of the better ones they've had. The Rock and Roll Express. The greatest general manager in WWE history, Teddy Long, behind Bischoff. And the greatest professional wrestler ever, Kurt Angle. As you all know, some of the other confirmed names now, we have guys like Rick Rude, who was confirmed a while ago when they announced him. Possibly Regal, Christian, and others. We gotta see who the female for this year is gonna be. Maybe it's Victoria, maybe Beth Phoenix. Okay, next up, some TNA news. TNA earlier this week confirmed that they had showed interest in bringing Magnus back in, Mickie James' husband. Kind of an interesting thing. Magnus is a former TNA World Champion and Tag Team Champion. Did he? I don't know if he held. I don't remember if he held the TV title when they was there. But yeah, he was the World Champion when TNA pretty much started dying in 2014. His reign wasn't memorable. And then now he's currently a part of Jeff Jarrett, who's back in TNA. He is Global Force Wrestling's global champion. Trying to see how that works out there. If they bring him back, it's gonna help the main event scene, which seems to be it's only right now gonna be consisted of Bobby Lashley and Eddie and Davey and possibly EC3 and stuff. But more TNA news. It's pretty much been made I believe it is official. I don't know. It's probably still a rumor, and that is the Hardys, the Broken Hardys, Broken Matt Hardy, and Brother Nero are no longer under TNA contract, which is why it looks like they've been doing these, what is it called? Gold something, a gold thing they're doing. I haven't really been paying attention to TNA the past couple weeks. Gold, something for the gold. where they're trying to get all the gold world tag team titles from around the world. I believe they already have 3, including TNA's. Interesting because Matt Hardy was on an interview saying that after, this is Matt Hardy, and I quote, "After we defeat the Bucks of Youth, we are going to delete all of Meek Mahan's tag teams." As we all know, they faced the Young Bucks, or the Bucks of Youth, at Ring of Honor's Supercard event April 1st, April Fool's Day, the Saturday before WrestleMania. So possibly we could see the Hardys in WWE date possibly WrestleMania, you never know, or Raw, SmackDown afterwards. Or maybe even a week or two after. Interesting to see how that goes there. Also, more TNA news. TNA pretty much is bring back pretty much the old regime that Jeff Jarrett had. Dutch Mantel, a.k.a. Zeb Coulter, is back in there. Kevin Sullivan, not Kevin Sullivan, I believe, not the wrestler Kevin Sullivan, but the one who used to be a part of TNA when it was during its glory years. Jeff Jarrett has brought back in. And it looks like they're starting TV tapings. I believe it's scheduled for next week, or like this week coming up, or the week after. And we're going to see the full scale of TNA's new regime, what they're going for. Be interesting to see Impact Wrestling's future. Okay, now we're going to go to some SmackDown news. Naomi had to forfeit the title. Apparently her knee injury is going to keep her from defending the title. It's kind of sad. She was arraigned 2 weeks, about maybe 16 days, I think. She had to forfeit the title due to the injury. It looks like she may be back for Mania, maybe not. So maybe, and, oh, by the way, new women's champion. So Daniel Bryan pretty much made a match immediately. Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch. Alexa Bliss is now a 2-time women's champ. Congratulations, Alexa. So pretty much what we're going to have to deal with here is WrestleMania's going to be interesting to see what's the women's match for SmackDown. And what's Naomi's future going to play in the title It looks like maybe now she's going to get like the big babyface push for the title because now she has a story going behind it. Oh, she got hurt, so now she wants a title back. Kind of like something Finn Balor's probably going to get when he returns, because he never lost the Universal title. He was forced to give it up. Okay, confirmed for next week for Raw is Seth Rollins is gonna have an interview. I guess his first interview since injuring the knee. So it's gonna see what they're gonna work out there. Also from SmackDown, the SmackDown Battle Royal was fun. Was a great match for a Battle Royal. The finish was kind of fuckery. I saw the replay, as everyone clearly saw. AJ hit the floor first before Harper did, but they just rolled with it. Of all the times they run into replay, they never did it for that match because they could clearly see on the video AJ hit a second before Harper. Okay, this is what happened. That's pretty much how it was. So next week for SmackDown's main event, looks like it's going to be Harper versus AJ. That's going to be a great match. AJ is one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world. Harper's proven he can have great matches with people. So it's going to be fun to see how that works out next week. Pretty much Harper's going to win, unless they do some chicanery with the Wyatt family, with Wyatt and Orton. Some NXT news this week. Cassius Ohno returned to stop Bobby Roode from attacking. I don't remember who Bobby Roode was beating down, but Cassius Ohno is back. If you know him from his name in Independence, he's Chris Hero. He was in NXT pretty much when it first was created, when it first became the developmental brand in 2012 and 13. And I believe he left in 14 when he didn't get called up. Spent time on the independent scene, and now he's back. So it looks like he's also going to be put in the title picture for a while. So yeah, that's good for NXT not to have another face there. Other news, spoiler news wise from the tapings, it looks like there was a Loser leaves NXT match. I don't remember who Elias Sampson was facing in the match. I don't remember, but Elias Sampson lost, and it looks like he's going to get called up to the main roster, possibly either at WrestleMania, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, or the Raw or SmackDown post-Mania. Also, it looks like there's plans for Shinsuke Nakamura to get called up after WrestleMania, possibly the Raw after. I say why, because Raw just got Samoa Joe. SmackDown can kind of use a Nakamura, but it looks like he may be going to Raw. And two more notes. One, sad news: Ivan Koloff passed away this week. R.I.P. to the former WWE champion. I believe he was the first champion post. I believe he was the one to beat San Martino or something like that. I think his second reign. I don't remember, but Ivan Koloff did hold the WWE title. So RIP to Ivan Koloff. I believe he battled cancer. And final note, the controversy after Raw. The Rock was at Raw this week. He was filming the scene where, because he's doing a movie about Paige's life. He was at Raw filming the scene where, well, the moment where Paige made her debut, the Raw post Mania, and won the Divas title from AJ. So he was filming that scene, and pretty much, I believe after he was done filming, he was talking to the crowd, and the crowd was chanting CM Punk. So Rock called CM Punk. Punk didn't answer. So he left them a message of 15,000 people chanting CM Punk. Punk responded on Twitter. Controversy is that Vince McMahon and WWE officials were not happy about this. That now Rock has heat on him for doing that. There's a rumor going around that they actually sent someone down to ringside to try and make him change the subject. Like, okay, get off the subject. Not surprising WWE especially Vince would get pissed off about this. I mean, what Punk did, leaving and then disparaging, like saying bad things about the company for the past few years or so. So yeah, that's pretty much been all the news from this week's wrestling. Pretty much been quiet on the other independent notes like Ring of Honor and New Japan, but TNA, I mean Impact Wrestling, they're trying to go down their new path. Hopefully it would save them. Because remember their glory days when Jarrett was in control. It's gonna be interesting to see what goes on, and the women's title is going to be interesting play, and the match between Harper and Styles is going to be interesting, and the segment on Raw, it's going to be interesting to watch it. What Seth Rollins is going to say, what's he going to do? Like, is he confirming that he'll be for WrestleMania? That's pretty much what the interview is going to be for on Raw. So watch that on Raw. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week for my Fastlane predictions and then the Monday following for my Fastlane review. So I will see you guys later this week, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.